Good morning, folks. This is Edgar from Austin Inc. Today we're gonna prepare the documentation for submittal for LADBS on ADU. The video that we did previously it was an ADU and JDU combination, but I've decided to actually make it two ADUs because of its a multifamily zone, and in reality, the memo says that you need to have a basically multifamily dwellings in order to be able to do two ADUs, but it's since the code is so vaguely written or poorly interpreted by the city, I've tried to do a different approach. Um, Now we're gonna try to go over all the basic stuff that you need to submit to City of LA. Um, Now there is actually a checklist for what you need to in order to submit to the City of LA. Now, first and foremost, you have this ADU or junior ADU plan checklist. Basically, the most of the stuff is a simple requirement by the building code, a regulation. The rest of it is the ADU ordinance. Now, um, what we're trying to do, we're trying to get this process submitted to the LA as a preliminary plan check, which means it's not a full plan check, it's just a start to see what needs to be changed in this design prior we go to structural engineering or doing Title 24. Now we have that. So basically what we have our cover page that will contain the legal description and some calculations for we adding for the square footage, scope of work, the vicinity map, make sure it shows where the nearest public transit is, and if it's less than half mile, so you do a parking exempt, make sure you put this. Then we have the schedules, door and window schedules has to be there. Now some people like to do it in alphabetical, either or, but I like to do both of them as numeric, which means because of the symbols are different. As you can see, for the window we got the hexagon, for door type we got this oval. Then we have the site plan. On the site plan, we make sure we show the existing site plan, whatever is there, if there's landscaping, hardscaping, carport, existing single family dwelling, and a garage at the back. So we put all those, including the slopes for the stormwater draining. Now on the new, we make sure we annotate setbacks, what we have for this project, the new addition. Now I put my roof slopes on this site plan. The reason being is right now I'm not gonna do the LID dedicated plan that will LID and green dedicated roof plan that will show the roof materials and the BMP calculations plus the required LID, meaning if we're gonna put a rain barrel or planter box or whatever. That depends on the calculations over here. Now next thing I have is this stormwater control paperwork here that will show that how to manage the site when they're doing construction. Then we have our floor plan. In our floor plan, we make sure that we annotate each room. We put the required ventilation, meaning exhaust fans or the range hood. That way nothing is left, and then we make sure that we actually dimension the water closet distance from the walls. Minimum required is 15" per code. Tag all doors and windows, dimension everything, the basic stuff. If you have added a new landing should be 3 feet wide, which is everything is at this on this paper. Show some reference, some details, stairs detail, 1 hour fire rated wall detail, which is necessary because if you're near your property less than 3 feet, then you need to have a fire rated wall. Also in between the units need to have a fire rated wall. That's there. Second floor is also annotated. You need 2 sections minimum, long and short. And also we have put it here, the plumbing fixture rates, which is required per minimum, so when they do the construction they know what to follow. Then we have our elevations. So I'm not showing the existing elevations because the garage is single car garage and it's a box, but I do show whatever is new. So whatever is new I graded, and whatever is existing I left it blank. You make sure you show your setbacks, like the property line where it's located on the elevation, and your height. See, now per memo it said 16 feet maximum for multifamily dwelling ADUs, but I have 20 feet 8. It's a little challenge and pushing boundaries. We'll see what's gonna turn out to. Let's finish up this elevation. So whatever we're adding, we're gonna override it with gray. I mean, it makes it easy for the eye whenever you do stuff like this. Plan checkers do appreciate this, hopefully. I mean, so we remove the annotations for the doors and windows that are not visible. Now we're gonna go to this. We're gonna say here we want to copy all this, or not this. So to this view. Voila. Now let's push this back a little bit. All right. We will also show this. All right, so these are egress windows per code. Now we'll go back and we'll do egress. So we need to keep it 44 inches maximum to the bottom of the opening, and minimum 5 square feet at the garage level and 5.7 square feet, whatever it is. So there's a minimum requirement for the egress windows. Before it used to be less, now it's wider. I wonder why. I mean, if the fast food restaurants keep opening up, then we'll go wider. Now, next, I'll fix this one also. Make it similar. Consistency is the key. So everything is clear. Unlegible. Now we'll take this off. We'll come here. Hold on. Back to this. So make sure where our north is. So our north is straight up. I forgot to put the north symbol. Let's match it. So our north is gonna be tilted a bit to this. So east, west, north, south. That's what we're gonna say. East, west, north, south. And we'll go like a little bit bigger. Okay, we got the height covered. Let's push this back a bit. Okay, that's covered. Alright. Looks good. A little bit more adjustments over here. Elevation is locked. Annotation is locked. Now we need to put the property line here. I know for a fact we're like 4 feet away from the rear, so they might give me an issue on this because over 18 feet high here, but we'll see. Actually, only this portion is 18 feet high. We'll say we have an alley here, so that way maybe. Okay. Now whatever is new, again, we're marking it with gray. Alright, so then we'll bring in some the annotation that we wanted to put here, like that. We have it here. Now the same thing goes for this one. I'll leave this, that. We didn't put the property line annotation over there. So copy, paste. Here, then we go here, do the same. Alright. Oops. That's big. Now, over here, my friends, everything is gonna go gray because this is the side that we added everything. So we did that. And we talked. Okay, we have the egress. What else am I missing here? Why didn't you turn it to gray? Okay, and then I'll take alright, so this elevation is also ready. Making sure everything section. Perfect. Something is up. It's good guess. So, long section. I'm gonna hide this. We don't want them to see that. I'll extend this a bit. Now there are some things that this program doesn't do, and I wish it did. Sometimes it marks the ground perfectly, sometimes it's out of order. So let's start. What do we put in a section? First and foremost, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put where our ground is. I'm outside of my boundaries, it's okay. Now this is a slab on grade, this is existing foundation. So new foundation. Lines and override. Voila. So since we have this, then we're gonna go and add some insulation to show that there are insulation here between the floors. The roof. Ceiling. Now within the walls, these are gonna be only exterior walls. Interior walls, you can put insulation. That's actually when this is an exterior wall, so this is like the open hallway. If you wanna make it sound rated, that's really up to you. What am I missing here? I'm missing a foundation here, but it's okay at this point. So what else? Oh, rooms. So bedroom, ADU living, ADU 2 living. Stair way. I'll put this as a hallway. Stairway. 2. Covered patio. Living room. Kitchen. Now we need to mark the heights. So plan checkers can see, and also we need to reference some details. So we have first and second floor detail. We need another detail for. I already have this detail pre-made. I mean, it's already like done from previous projects. So I suggest you do the same. This makes your life a lot easier. And slab on grade. Where are you? Actually, move it here. Okay, so these are done. My short section is going to be pretty much the same. So maybe at this point I have enough information on this, so I may get away with one section. Which is highly possible. Let's call this open deck. Alright, so we did that. Let's go bring in the details. So we have slab on grade. Oops. Slab on grade. We have first to second floor. We have roof detail. We have 1 hour fire rating detail. And we have stairs detail. So all this I have already made previously, and I know it's required pretty much on most of the projects. So this part is done. What am I forgetting? Oh, so I will take off this detail page. Let's go over to see, we got the cover page, we got the schedules, we got the site plan, and let's get rid of this. We got the site plan, we got the floor plan. What can delete the short section because we don't need it. We're showing a lot of information from the first one. We got the elevations, we got the section detail. We'll just call this details and green. So one more document that we need to put here, it is the green 9 form, I believe. Yes, for addition and alteration. So this needs to be filled out, but I won't do it right now. I will have it for the next video once I have everything complete. So this is pretty much what you need. Actually, you also need an engineering done and the Title 24. Like I said, this is just for preliminary plan check, and this is pretty much what's required for you to show for the first plan check. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Talk to you soon.